thinking compliance makes a good case study. Can we say that? I think, I see there's so many opportunities here really to explore the journey along the way. I think we talk a lot about planning and having that where you started, where you got to, what tests, experiments, what did work, what didn't work, makes for a way better award submission than just scrabbling around for some data because you found an award like 2 days before the submission. Actually being able to think about this not in the case of awards, but let the award submissions become obvious based on the work that you're actually doing as part of your day-to-day work life. It can be if you really don't understand what it is that you're trying to do from the outset. So having a clear plan and strategy in place can really help reduce the financial impact later on. So Data Lab can actually really help kind of kickstart that process by being a really affordable way to help develop out that strategy and make sure that you're set up for success. Well, of course, everything feels like it's going to take too long if that's your mindset. And really it's an organisational shift towards being data-driven. And it's amazing how quickly that changes when you start to get excited about the hidden stories that you see that live within the data. Yeah, in an ideal world, every team would have a dedicated analyst. I think that's really where we want to get to. But we know it's not always that simple. You have to have a use case to spend budget on those kind of things. It's certainly where we think Data Lab can help. It's an affordable way to get started and get people on the L&D teams on the right path. And hopefully in the future it will mean that it's easier to justify going and investing in your own analysts and developing out a data team that's sort of dedicated to your L&D focus at your organisation. Well, of course, you're going to have some issues if you can't, even open an Excel spreadsheet, for example. But it's not to say that you have to have, a really heavy stats background in order to be successful. I would definitely recommend investing in, at least someone or a service that does have that expertise in working with data. But really, it's about the organisation shifting towards thinking about data first, regardless of experience and background in analytics. Well, personally, I've actually seen the biggest issues come from teams that go and invest loads of time and money and effort into implementing expensive technologies. Lots of time come across teams that have bought all the tools they think they need, change the way they capture data, get it all into some standard format, and then 12 months down the line, after all that effort, go, well, can we answer this question? And it comes back to, well, actually the data doesn't exist, or you can't actually do that, or you're missing this piece of information, and the whole thing just falls down. So I'd argue that the technology is something that should come after that clarity of what you actually want to try and achieve, and then pick the technology that solves that problem. You should be asking your vendors, not what features do you have, can it do this, can it do that. The only question you really should be thinking is, does it solve this problem? Does it help us answer this question?